Hi. Happy Monday. All right. It's time for another Make It Monday live. I am just watching for people to start popping on here. There we go. I see a few people watching. And always waiting for the first couple of comments so that I know everything is working okay. Just giving a few minutes for people to hop on here. Hey, Robin, how are you? Hey, buddy. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how nerve-wracking it is to go live on Facebook and watch to see, is anyone going to show up and watch me? Are they going to say hello? And it's kind of nerve-wracking. It gives me butterflies in my tummy. So I'm always a little bit more relaxed and relieved when I see people starting to watch and the comments coming through. You did make it, Robin. So happy. Hey, Ramona and Sherry and Arliss and Kathy. Hey, Debbie. Thanks for letting me know everything is looking good. I'm super excited to be stamping tonight because I am using the Peaceful Deer bundle, and I have been waiting to design cards and share them with you. And with fall, I wanted to play around with all the fall things. And I did have lots of Christmas card classes, but I've been saving the Peaceful Deer, and I'm super excited that tonight I finally get to play with the Peaceful Deer bundle. And it's that time of year. I saw someone say in the comments, Happy November. Happy November is right. And it is windy and it is cold. And I love every second of cozying up in my house. And look at what I have. My friend Sarah sent me this mug. This is my Hallmark Christmas movie watching mug. And it is time for my tea while I stamp. I absolutely love it. I've got lots of getting to know you questions tonight for our stamping. Brenda's excited to catch me live. Yay! Thanks, Vicki. I love it. So excited to stamp with all of you. Okay, so I'm going to kick off my event with prizes. And for those of you watching, wondering how in the heck you can get in on a chance to win these prizes, it's really simple. I give a prize away I do a prize drawing for everyone who shares my video. So somewhere that you are watching me, either Facebook or YouTube, there is a share button. And if you hit that share button and share it and then comment shared, that is how you get in the prize drawing to win the prize for sharing. Okay. The other prize I give away is for viewing, but the only way for me to know who views is if you leave me a comment, because Facebook doesn't give me a list of all the people who view. Sometimes I'm shocked because I don't have 400 comments, but it tells me 400 people viewed my video. So for the viewers, love it if you comment and say hello. That's how I know that you viewed, and then you are entered into my prize drawing for viewing. Now, if you are new here, I would love it if you let me know that you're new. Now, in full disclosure, I am a little bit behind because we had our anniversary vacation at the end of last week, which was amazing, by the way. But I go back and I read through every single one of your comments, and I try my best to respond. And I really love connecting, especially if you're new, and getting a chance to connect and see if you have any questions. So let me know if you're new. Just say, hey, first time watching you in the comments. If you're returning, thank you for coming back and watching. I hope that you were inspired by my previous videos and hope that you'll be inspired again today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rose Grunwald. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up!, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm your creative coach. I'm super passionate about sharing creativities with others, and my goal is to make projects that you can recreate at home. So everything I make in my videos is something that you're going to be able to make in your own stamping space. Now, some of the stuff I use is stuff you don't have yet, but if you've got the supplies, you can make these projects. I don't want to do anything too complex. That would be difficult for anybody to make. If you like what you see, I have an entire YouTube channel. I've got over 100 videos there. Just search for Country Cards by Rose or Rose Grunwald on YouTube and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to get notifications, and that way you will see all my new videos as they get posted, and you'll have all my existing videos in one handy place. If you're watching me on Facebook, make sure you like and follow my Facebook page so you don't miss out on anything. Last week I posted a flash sale where I gave away a free ink pad for anyone who purchased, and I don't want you to miss out on any of that. So I think we should do prizes. What do you think? Should we do prizes? I'm gonna flip around my camera here. All right. So for viewing, my prize tonight is a half a pack of this In Color Designer Series paper. Now, this is the 2020 to 2022 In Color Designer Series paper. So it's got the Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. There's a half a pack of that in there. And that goes to Edith Johnson. So congratulations, Edith. You are the winner of this In Color Designer Series paper. To claim your prize, you just head on over to www.rosegrunwald.com, and across the top of the page, you will see a link that says prize claim form. Just go there to claim your prize. Prize for sharing is this Textures and Frames photopolymer set. This is from our most recent celebration that ended. There are 6 stamps in here, make really great backgrounds to some sentiments and lots of fun different kind of textures. This is for sharing my video, and the winner of that is Della Wager. I think that's how you say it. Della, I saw you on here. Congratulations, Della. Your prize is this stamp set. All right, let's get some stuff out of the way. So, stamping tonight, we are using the Peaceful Deer bundle. This is one of my favorites. It coordinates with the Deer Builder Punch. Now, this is from the July to December mini catalog, and it's got 20 images in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are sentiments, that mixed font that I love. And I love these trees. I think these are super fun. And of course, lots of different deer, and you can use the Deer Builder Punch to punch out deer. So this is featured on page 26 of the catalog. You can see all the fun things they're doing here. Looks like they did some gold embossing behind this layer, and here's just some simple stamping and coloring with the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper behind it. And speaking of Heartwarming Hugs, that is, let me get some of this out here. That is the paper that coordinates with my monthly class to go. So this paper is absolutely full of so many fun, bright patterns. So you can see all these patterns coordinate really well. And you're going to see that right away on the first card that we're making tonight. I do a little mixed pattern layers with our card. So in my class to go, it's only $45.75, and this one's a little bit cheaper than some of our others because the Deer Builder Punch or bundle, usually when it's a punch bundle, it's a little bit cheaper. But anyway, you have the option to add on this bundle with your class. And it comes with a quarter pack of the Heartwarming Hugs, a half a pack of the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. Oh, Sue got her Christmas card kit today. Yay! Super excited. Sue is one of my Class to Go customers. Thank you for sharing, Sue. I hope you love the projects in it. So half a pack of the Heartwarming Hugs paper, and then you get a full roll of this real red sheer ribbon. And this stuff is really gorgeous. I absolutely love it. We're going to, again, use this on our first card tonight and show you some ideas with it. You'll get a pack of the black matte dots. I have no idea where the cardboard went to that this was packaged with, but it's not here. So here's my matte black dots. And then you also have the option, if you need to stock up on adhesive, to add on my amazing adhesive pack. And this comes with a Stampin' Seal. That's my Seal Plus. It comes with a roll of the Stampin' Seal. What else is in here? We've got dimensionals, tear and tape, mini glue dots, liquid glue. It comes with this adorable little ruler. And you also get an adhesive eraser and an ink eraser. All comes zippered in this cute little pouch. So you have the option to add that on with all of my classes as well. And the nice thing about it is that it all ships together so that you can just kind of get your adhesive and your class all in one Happy Mail kit. So, sneak peek of some of the cards for the class. I always like to give you a little sneak peek of what you'll get to make in this class to go. Here's one of the cards. Super fun, bright colors. Here's one where you've got this outdoorsy scene and that fun ribbon. This one is my favorite. And here is the third. You get to make 12 cards. You make 2 each of 6 designs. Those 3 are the only sneak peeks I'm going to give you. Okay, move some stuff out of the way so we can get to stamping here. What does the adhesive eraser do? Great question, Ramona. Sometimes when we, moving my catalog out of the way, sometimes when we glue our images down, we don't glue them in the right place and we need to pick them back up and reposition them. The adhesive eraser gets rid of the glue either on the back side of our paper so it's not lumpy, or on the front side of the card where we maybe made an error, so that it's got a nice smooth finish to it again. It has helped me to salvage so many layers. So many layers. All right. Now, the cards I am showing you tonight, I am not giving you any measurements because those measurements are included in a bonus PDF tutorial that my VIPs get. So I'm going to show you how to make the cards, but the only people who get the measurements and the written instructions are going to be the people in my VIP group. Now, when you purchase a class to go from me, you get an invite to my VIP group, or when you purchase from my online store, you get an invite to my private Facebook VIP group. If you have either purchased one of my classes to go or from my online store and you are not part of my VIP group, you should send me a private message on Facebook or email me at countrycardsbyrose@gmail.com, and I will make sure that you get an invitation to go there. All right, so I have got a piece of real red as our card base. This is a tall card, and I've got some layers from our Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. This one I love with the pinstripes, one of my favorites, probably my go-to out of the whole kit. I had to be very careful when designing the classes not to use that same pattern because I love it so much. Sue says it's a nice kit. Well, thank you so much. All right, we're going to glue this right to the center of our card front. Now, there are 2 ways that you can make this particular card. I'm going to show you a way with a little extra step that's got a layer of vellum in it, and then I'll show you a card I made without the vellum, so that you can see how you can make it with just the leftovers from your class, or how you can add just a little bit to it for a little bonus. Okay, I've got a piece of cardstock for the inside of my card, and we're going to do a little stamping there. So I am going to grab my sentiment that says, wishing you a wonderful year and friendships dear, but I have to find it. Here we go. Ramona asks, is there a trick to getting Tombow glue off of your fingers? I find that just warm water and soap works fine for me. I think the key is going to be the warm water to kind of melt that glue again. Bonnie says, what is a milestone or anniversary follower? You may have been following me for like a year or something like that, Bonnie, and it is telling you that you have been following me for a certain period of time, I'm thinking. It's a Facebook thing. I need to look into that. Shar says lava soap. Oh, that's a good idea, Shar. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the inside of our card here. All right. Now I need my real red. So we just stamped that tree down in the corner, and now we're going to do our sentiment in the center here. Pretty easy peasy. I like easy, simple stamping. Are we ready for some get to know you questions? I've got a few of them. I could ask my first one. Do you guys like these questions? I have so much fun hearing all of your answers. It's so fun to kind of connect with each other and get to know those that are watching. Okay, I'm just gonna quick glue this on the inside. Yes, Robin is ready. I know, Robin, you're a great reminder for those questions for me, and I love that you remind me, because I have so much fun going back and reading all the comments for these questions. Now, isn't this sharp? Now, this is super simple. It's just a tree and our sentiment, but the colors together really pop. Absolutely simple inside of our card. Okay, now for the outside, I have got a layer of vellum that I'm going to put over this pinstripe. And the reason I'm putting this vellum over is to mute the pattern of the background. Now, this is totally optional. You can do this if you like, or you can skip it. I'm going to show you what it looks like if you don't use the vellum. I think both ways look really, really nice. But this is the way I'm going to show you. Now, as this dries, this stripe will go away. If you don't like it, then you could just go like across the center here, because as you'll see, that's where we're going to put our image. All right, so our first get to know you question. I would love to know your favorite Stampin' Up! Color combination. What is your favorite Stampin' Up! Color combination? Okay, now I've got a couple of these strips that I'm going to glue down. On our layer. So what two colors do you love using together or more for Stampin' Up? Ooh, Char likes the two new greens. So Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. Those are gorgeous, especially together. Sue loves Real Red and Old Olive. You must love this one for sure because that's the colors that I'm definitely two of the colors here in these cards. Gorgeous Grape and Highland Cherry Cover with any bright green. Ooh, fun. Okay, now I used my layering circles and die cut a circle, or if you still have the circle punch from Stampin' Up, you can use that as well. Okay, I can see that this is not there. We might need to pull this up because this is totally showing through. So I'm just peeling this off really quick. This isn't completely dry, so my adhesive eraser not going to do the trick. Okay, there. Now we aren't going to see it. Okay. What do we got here? Oh, so many. Misty Moonlight and Darker Gray, Blackberry Bliss and Cinnamon Cider. Okay, Vicki, I'm going to try that in my next card because that sounds awesome. Pinks and greens together, purples and olives. Ooh, love it. Now, last week, okay, I'm looking for my dimensionals. I can't find them. Here we go. Okay, so this circle, I'm going to pop up on dimensionals here. Last week, I had asked what the biggest challenge was for people watching, and I heard a lot of I struggle with what colors go with what and what colors to put with designer series paper. And I am seeing a lot of really great suggestions here. So if you were one of those people watching last week who said that you struggle a little bit with what colors to put together, you should definitely write down these color combinations because these are great. Oh my gosh, these are amazing. Oh, Sarah, Misty Moonlight and Fresh Freesia, absolutely love that together. Okay, I'm stamping in my garden green right now, and this is a piece of pale papaya. And I'm stamping my deer that says, "Oh, what fun." To bring in a little bit more green into this card. And now I'm going to get my deer builder punch here. And I'm going to punch out this deer. Now what's cool on this punch, you've got antlers and you've got this little dot if you want to make a Rudolph nose. Okay. So we have got our deer. Oh, what fun. And we're going to use some mini dimensionals to attach that reindeer or deer or whatever this is over the top of our circle. Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, and Old Olive. Now that is also a color combination I have not tried, so I'm definitely going to try that. For those of you who are just catching up, we're doing a little get to know you, and we are sharing our favorite Stampin' Up! Color combinations. And we are stamping with the Peaceful Deer bundle, playing around with some of the products that you'll have left over from my class to go. All right, so we've got our deer on the front here, and I am going to take a piece of my real red sheer ribbon. Just going to cut a little strip off, and I'm going to turn this into a bow. I hope that I cut enough off. I'm not very good at judging how much of anything I'm supposed to use. So like if I'm making a meal for a group of people, I always make like 4 times as much food. One time I ordered a bag of taffy from a taffy store to surprise my husband, and I had no idea how big a 2-pound bag would be versus a 5-pound bag. And I thought a 2-pound bag would not be enough, so I ordered a 5-pound bag, and it came in like 2 boxes because it was so much taffy. And John was like, "Why do we have so much taffy?" I said, "Because I didn't know how much 5 pounds would be." So we kind of laugh about that every time we go to a taffy store. Just Jade and Polished Pink. Oh, yes. Those are awesome together, too. All right, so I'm going to grab a mini glue dot here. You'll notice I use all sorts of different tools to attach my mini glue dots. Sometimes I attach it direct. Sometimes I use my take your pick tool. Right now I just grabbed my little snips because they're nice and pointy. And I'm going to stick this bow, tuck it right up in here by our deer, like so. And then we need to get our matte black dots on here. Now, for those of you watching, you're definitely going to want to stick around for my second card because it's awesome. It doesn't use heartwarming hugs. It might surprise you, the project we're going to make with it. Absolutely gorgeous. I think you're going to love it. Okay, so we're just going to embellish this. Go. Yeah. Move this over here. Hey, Karen, welcome. All right. Our first card is complete. This was pretty simple. Just some simple layers. And then our inside, very simple. Of course, we absolutely are going to decorate our envelope. So bringing in my garden green again. And a little tree right on the outside, and we'll address our envelope there. Oh, thank you so much, everyone. This is a really great way to use up some strips of your paper and smaller pieces, and then just pick your favorite pattern in your designer series paper to serve as your kind of card front layer, your main card front layer there. So it will work with all of the Heartwarming Hugs pattern. Now, I promised you I would show you what it looks like without the vellum to mute that, what's the word I'm looking for? To mute the pattern of the background. And so here we have full strength without the vellum to kind of mute that pattern. So I really like them both. And of course, this one I didn't embellish because I wasn't sure if it would be a little bit too much. I've got red on red. It's probably hard to see in this video on that deer. So that was another thing I wanted to do, was to switch up how I stamped on that deer. You can see this in person, but it is hard to see on my camera. So there's your idea of kind of full strength or muted with the vellum. Bonnie says that little extra touch on the envelope is so nice. Yeah, I agree. It really kind of brings everything together. The other place I like to stamp is on the envelope flap. So you could grab like another sentiment and put it here, or like Merry Christmas and decorate that way. So yeah, there we have it. Our first card is done. Robin likes the vellum better. I love the vellum, I think, a little bit better myself. And I also think it kind of depends on what patterns you use too. Some of them are a little bit busier than others. So, okay. Yeah, I do too, Jody. Jody loves the traditional colors of this designer series paper. I do too. Pretty, it just reminds me of Christmas as a kid. Love it. Okay. Sue likes the vellum too. Yeah, I agree. It does add a nice little touch. Are we ready for card number 2? This card is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do some non-traditional colors for Christmas with this one. And we're going to do a little bit of blending with our blending brushes. Okay. So Peaceful Deer is one of the stamp sets that I've been excited about. Let's do another get to know you question. Why don't you tell me your favorite current stamp set? Either the big catalog or the holiday kind of mini catalog. Which is your favorite? Okay, for this card, we're going to use these are called Wonderful Snowflakes. So I just want to showcase these for a minute because my budget club is active right now too. And if you want to get in on this month's kit, you have until the 15th to sign up. And in this kit, you get a half a pack. I think no, you don't get a half a pack. You get 6, so you get a sheet of these wonderful snowflakes in your kit. So I just want to show that these are already kind of punched. This is not something I die cut. It's just from these wonderful snowflakes. You either have a solid white or this kind of iridescent background to them. So that is where I got the snowflake from that we're going to use on this card. Okay, we've got a lot of gorgeous leaves. Peaceful Cabin. Peaceful Cabin, a lot of that. Awesome. Gingerbread, love that one. That one, I really liked the colors in that one. All right, I promise I'll stop playing around with this. I'm just trying to get it back in the package. Okay, for this card, we've got a few layers. We've got Coastal Cabana as our card base. So I'm going to fold and burnish the crease there. We have got a piece of basic white for our inside. And we're going to stamp on that right away. Let's see. Merry Christmas stamp. Peaceful Cabin, Nature's Harvest. We got a lot of Peaceful Cabin fans here. I love it. Okay, I am stamping my Merry Christmas in Coastal Cabana. There we go. And then I've got a couple of our trees. From the stamp set, and I'm going to stamp these in Night of Navy. So I'm going to go here and then stamp off kind of one behind it like that. And then we'll do that on the other side a little bit taller. So we'll go here and then a little shorter, we'll stamp off one behind it. Just like that. You know what, Pat, I love Night of Navy as well, and it's been a while since I used it. So for this card, I got to use it, and I was reminded how beautiful this color is. Okay, we're going to glue this to the inside of our card. Hi, Mitzi. Welcome from Ohio. All right, so there's the inside of our card, like so. It'll all come together when we see the outside. Okay, now I have got a piece of basic white here. The full PDF tutorial on this is available for my VIPs, and you can become a VIP member by purchasing one of my classes to go or from my online store. Okay, I'm going to use our blending brush, and we are going to do a little bit of blending on our piece of basic white here. Now, I inked this up pretty good, so I always like to start off the sheet so that I don't splotch it with a big, huge ink mark as I do my blending. So you see, I like to start off and then bring it on. I just keep blending, bringing that color down my sheet. These blending brushes make this super, super easy. Now, I'm going for some color transition here, so I'm focusing my blending initially here, and this is going to be the top of my sheet. And then as the ink runs out, I start to bring that color down my paper. To use up any of the white space. Okay, just like that. Hey, Julie, welcome. Okay, next, I'm going to grab my Balmy Blue. Little tip, when I'm using blending brushes, I like to set the blending, especially if there are two colors that are kind of close together, I like to set the blending brush on top of my closed ink pad so that way if I need to come back and refill in some more colors, I have that brush right there already with the color I used. Okay, so again, we're starting off our page, and now we're going to bring in our balmy blue. And blend that across the middle. We'll blend some of the blue up towards our coastal cabana. As the ink on the brush lightens up, because I like to bring the colors through so we don't have this obvious transition line. I'm going to bring in a little darker from this side. So really what we're doing is managing our transition lines. There we go. Okay, any guesses what color's coming next? So I'm going to close my balmy blue, set my blending brush here next to it. And the next color we're going for, drum roll, I don't see any guesses, but every comment is a little bit delayed. Fresh Freesia. That's going to be our third color here. So I'm going to pick up, I'm getting really inky fingers. So I'm going to pick up my ink, my Fresh Freesia. We're going to bring that into our card a little bit here. I don't want this Fresh Freesia only showing up here in the bottom, so I'm gonna swipe and carry it through all the layers. Ooh, Mitzi thought Highland Heather, you were close. Now, something about my video has this looking a little splotchy, but in person, it's pretty blended. Okay, now I'm going to grab, here it is, my Night of Navy. We're going to grab our trees and we're going to do some stamping. What I'm doing now is making a skyline of our trees. So I'm going to start, oh my gosh, I'm getting ink everywhere today. I'm going to start full strength. And then I'll come in and I'll stamp off and then bring in a stamped off layer. And then here we'll go full strength. And then we'll do a stamped off layer. Okay, and now we've got our 3 trees. I'm going to fill in full strength. And then I'm going to stamp off first. Put that in behind. And here we go again, full strength. Better get this off. Stamped off. I think I'll do full strength, kind of up close. And then I'll just fill this in with the stamped off. Robin says I better wear rubber gloves. My hand, you know what? Mine are pretty inky with this card. Okay, so here we have our tree line layers now on our card front. All right. Now over here, I've got a scrap of Coastal Cabana. I didn't have any smaller scraps. And we're going to grab our deer. I need to re-ink my Night of Navy. And we're going to stamp our deer onto our Coastal Cabana color. And then we'll punch our deer out. Now, I saw this card. I don't think the exact colors were used, but I saw this card on Pinterest, and I do not remember who, when I clicked the link, it did not take me to the lady's blog post, like the actual post. So I couldn't see the color she was using. I just kind of grabbed my own. And for the life of me, I can't even remember who it was. So if you see this video, thank you for your inspiration. I'm so sorry that I did not remember who you were. But I use Pinterest a lot for inspiration, and that's where I found inspiration for this card. I just added my own little flair. Okay, so, oops, I forgot to do a little stamping. That's okay, we'll do this after I glue this layer down. So now I'm going to glue my blended and stamped layer onto a layer of Night of Navy. So we're going to bring out those navy colors of our tree. And we need to do a little bit more stamping here. I'm going to grab these snowflakes. Okay, we're going to stamp off, and then we're going to stamp our snowflakes in our night sky here. I'm kind of going across my night sky like that. So we stamp off first to lighten the tone of that Night of Navy ink. Lori is joining. Oh, thank you, Lori. That's very nice. Seeing a lot of people are liking this card. Okay. Now, one other thing that you can do, if you would like, and let me see if I can grab it. Do I have a, I don't have a full, yep, I don't have a full aqua painter here. Yep, I don't have one. If you want to, you could splash craft ink across here to make it look like snow. But we're going to leave that because I was not prepared for that idea that I just had. And so I don't have a full water painter to use. Okay, so with our snowflake, I'm just going to put a little glue in the center. And then I'm going to glue it with our iridescent side up. Here onto our card front. Like that. Okay, and now we've got our deer that we're going to put over the top with some dimensionals. Now, if you've got ink colors and a blending brush, you can totally make this card. If you purchase, if you like it but don't have the bundle and want to get a little more bang for your buck, you can purchase my class to go and then make this extra. I've got all the measurements in the PDF tutorial that will be a bonus for you all. Okay, so we've got our deer here in the center, and we're going to pop this layer up on dimensionals onto our card base. Okay. I feel like the iridescent really brings out the colors of this particular card. There we go. Don't those colors just pop together? Oh my gosh, it's like magic. And then you open it up and we bring our colors from the front right to the inside. Now, here's my original card. There is a little bit lighter kind of colors. That's kind of the cool thing about doing the blending brushes, that your card's always going to be just a little bit different. So here you have our cards for tonight. We have two totally unique cards and layouts, but all absolutely fun and beautiful with the Peaceful Deer class, or Peaceful Deer bundle. That's my featured class to go for this month. Love it. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, everyone. So happy you liked that card. All right. Well, I am going to be signing off for the night. I will be stamping with you again next Monday at 7 Central. I'm live every Monday for Make It Monday. Next week, I'm using the Whimsical Trees stamp set because this is the stamp set I'm using for my budget club projects. Super excited to show you that. All right, thanks so much everyone for joining me tonight. I really had a blast hearing about all of your great color combinations. I'm going to try a bunch of them because I was totally enlightened with some I've never tried before, and I'm really, really excited. I will see you all again right here next Monday. I hope you all have a great week, and I hope you get some stamping in. It's super fun to be creative, and now that the days are getting shorter, it's a great time to cozy up and be creative. All right, I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.